Roger and Bryce.
Lars.
What's happening? Bryce, that's a good name. My youngest son is Bryce.
I once heard, Lars, that you named your son after me.
That I did, yeah. Absolutely. Of course.
I last spoke to you just after Death Magnetic came out, and you said that, I said, are you going to come? And you said, we always make it in the end, so...
We always make it, right?
Yeah.
I just, now that I've been down here for a week, I just realized, the overused cliche, we'll be back. We'll be back as soon as we can. It's not going to be 6 years, I promise. But the good news is that we at least show up, even though it may take a couple of years longer than we hope for.
You also said you'd be playing in Bryce's lounge.
Yeah, and he wasn't there though. That was a fun gig, I'm telling you. We all had his underwear on, and it was we were. Definitely, it was just weird because we showed up and there was nobody home, but we didn't let that stop us. So we had a good time, though. But
I thought you were going to do it when you were here now, like in Auckland in a couple of weeks. You, James, the boys, you come into my house.
Of course we are. I told you that last time.
All right, good. Hey, Lars, a lot of those punters that did rally together in Christchurch, we gave them the opportunity on the Morning Rumble show to post a few questions when we knew that we were going to be talking to yourself. And just quickly, I've just got 3 questions here from 3 different listeners.
Sure.
First one is from Chris Morgan, and he says, I'd like to ask Lars who his favourite band is at the moment, and what band that you listen to on your iPod that would surprise Metallica fans.
I think 95% of the contents of my iPod would surprise Metallica fans. Yesterday, on my day off in Sydney, I listened to Status Quo, 1973-74 record. That was what I listened to while I was getting out of the shower. I don't know if Chris knows who Status Quo are, but that's maybe slightly before his time.
So no Justin Bieber, Lars?
Not yet, no. That's, no. I have to fight that fight with my boys. But I have to tell you that, I got a 12-year-old and 9-year-old and who hasn't quite figured it all out. But the 12-year-old and 9-year-old, they listen to Rage Against the Machine and System of a Down.
Oh, great.
That makes the morning commutes to school actually a little easier.
Another question here from Weeb. He says, does Lars have any good advice on one major tip on fatherhood? I became a dad last month, and I know that Lars has a few kids. If there's one major tip, I guess...
major tip is trust yourself and trust your instincts. People have been having... kids and offspring for the better part of a gazillion years, and generally do a pretty good job. So you don't have to, rely on books, or you don't have to, it's pretty instinctive. So don't stress too much. Just follow your heart and your instincts, and listen. I think that it's important to be a really good listener when you're a father, no matter how wacky, no matter how wacky it is, what your hearing is, you have to.
And say no to Bieber. Last question.
There you go.
Last question here from the listeners. Nick Kawana, he says, can you ask Lars if they'll come back in December and play him a 21st?
Of course. Yeah, that in Bryce's front room. We'll be making regular appearances in Auckland.
I knew you were a good man.
Unannounced.
Lars, you got some crazy fans, and we ran a competition actually to meet and greet you, and Chris and Mark. We made them get naked.
Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, let me see. Did you stuff them naked into a sleeping bag?
Yes.
Yeah, I've already met them.
You've met them?
Yes. They're actually still naked out there. They, in the meet and greet line, there were two naked gentlemen. Did you guys lead by example? Did the two of you guys get into those sleeping bags also?
Lars, at the moment, myself and Roger are naked in a sleeping bag doing this interview.
Good.
It's getting a bit toasty.
Let me get undressed here and jump into a sleeping bag myself here down in Christchurch.
When we do the show at my house, Lars, we'll all be in sleeping bags.
Absolutely. We'll get to know each other. It'll be fun.
Very quickly, me and Roger each going to ask you some quickfire questions because I know we haven't got long. So I guess the first sort of things that come into your head for this, Lars, the one normal everyday thing you miss being able to do?
Here.
Here.
Favourite Metallica song to play live?
Sanitarium.
What is James Hetfield's most annoying habit?
When he gets nervous, he clears his throat a lot.
Best and worst thing about being in a mega band like Metallica?
The best thing about being in Metallica is how much fun I have when I do interviews with radio stations. And the worst thing about being in a band like Metallica, I don't know. I mean, is there a worst? If I have to find something bad, it's that at this age, when we, for instance, take 10 weeks off like we just did, and had ourselves actually for the first time in 5 years summer vacation, it's how my body feels in the first week of playing. In the last week here in Sydney and Melbourne, I mean, I literally feel like I was in that sleeping bag with those two guys. People were
that bad
beating me up. People were, like when they take a sack of potatoes and throw it down the staircase. That's been me the last couple of days.
Lars, you're a champion. It's always great to talk to you.